This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So LSU's offense trots out there to open this game. Well, fans on both sides have not forgotten Alabama's beatdown the last time they played. All the emotion, the intensity at Tiger Stadium, and Kalen DeBoer, in his first taste of the rivalry, had the Tide ready, and he pounded LSU.
When I think back to this game, and we were so excited to call this one, I just think that how Alabama's offense handled this environment. Jalen Milroe, in 1 week he looks great. The next week, just not quite there in the passing game. But this game was all about his legs. The best athlete on the field by far. How will Bama do without that explosive playmaker at quarterback this year?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Contact as he threw it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Alabama's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Today, Kirk, we got an elite running back matchup across from an elite linebacker. Both these guys, we talked to them, eager for these collisions that we're going to see today.
Well, Chris, these two guys are as good as there is at their position. One thing we know for sure, you're not just going to see them matched up in the run game. What I can't wait to see is, can this linebacker stay with his running back in the passing game? Because he can be very dangerous catching the ball out of the backfield as well.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the back gets the football. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by its defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And they tried the middle, but stuck for no gain. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Defense is coming after him. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The punt team making their way on the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Excellent field position here for the offense. He hands it off from the gun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Let's go.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. He missed it. Off target that time. With that miss, no change in the score.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. You know, in that era that we live in right now, everyone wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. The coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Motion now from the tight end. Back to pass. It's Simpson. He dumps it off to the tight end.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
A completion makes it second down. Going with the old counter run here. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
This is the 6th play on the drive. To the air, it's Simpson. Caught near the sticks, it's Porton. Tackled, but 1st down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking to scram. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Breaks free. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield, Leonard Fournette, and, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Nice grab. It's Berry. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now, their reward.
A deep shot to the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They're going to run it. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. And getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Nowhere to run up the middle. 2nd down play coming up.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
For the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. A new set of downs after that completion. It's an option look. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
To go with a direct snap. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Young. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On the run here, lets it go. With the catch, it's Brown. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he's intercepted. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown. Crimson Tide. A crucial pick 6. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Pressure is coming. Heaves it deep down the middle. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to throw again. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The sure hands. It's Durham. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Guy in pregame, he's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find a spark now coming out of the break. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
On the ground, it's Young. Fights through a tackle.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a fumble behind the line. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding on to that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. He'll hand it off. He breaks free, finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. They got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Bringing pressure. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Can he get there on the ground? They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about it over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Ron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go. 3rd down. In the red zone, the kind of play that decides, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. After the extra point, the lead is now 17-7. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Breaks into the clear. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. First down now at the 49. One huge play has got this offense out near midfield and threatening. Stopped right there at the line and no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
Number 32 on to punt their way.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And there's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly
how the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would love to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And their fair catch is made, a smart decision in rainy conditions like this. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back in motion now. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The punt team making their way on the
32. On to kick it away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. A play action, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. And the punt team now on to kick it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And a fair catch called for a prudent play in rainy conditions like this. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quick throw to the left. And the defense smothers him for no gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Adams. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Running out of time in the pocket. With the catch, it's Hill.
Hey, the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical fourth down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So down by multiple possessions here, the offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quick completion to the tight end. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Big conversion for this offense, and for the defense, it's one thing to simply allow a first down, but entirely different thing when you realize the offense doesn't fear you. And this is exactly what happens here.
He'll toss it to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Young. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Send the back in motion. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. And the defense scoops it up, breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU.
LSU, number 25, with the return.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth.
That makes the score LSU 24, Alabama 7.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They'll try a pass here. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Tigers. A huge defensive score.
Well, there's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players in the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Portman. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's looking to scramble. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Simpson. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Pause and play here as the offense takes a timeout. Now it's second down here. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back into the through for the first down. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.